Thank you, everybody, for joining us again today, Friday, June 23rd, 25th, our third refresh message this week. I'm Pastor Steve Green. We're talking about abiding under the shadow of the Almighty, living in the love of God, experiencing daily God's love for us. And the thing that we've read that we need to do, that Jesus said in order to abide in his love, is that we need to keep his commandments. That is something that we need some skill at, some training at, some understanding. How do I do this? And we understand that it's by the Holy Spirit. He's going to comfort me. He's going to counsel me. He's going to help me. He's going to strengthen me. And so there's a partnership with the Holy Spirit that I learned to recognize and respect and yield to. And as he's going to discipline me, he's going to train me. And again, it's a kind, gentle, patient, generous kind of discipline. But it is discipline, though, and the result of it is most definitely that we would listen to, with his help, with his strength, that we would listen to, yield to, surrender to, and allow him to work within us in obedience to his commandments. And Jesus said that one way to summarize all of his commandments is simply this, is that we would love one another as he has loved us. And so we need to have a clear picture of that. What does it mean to love one another? So we turn to 1 Corinthians 13 and in the Amplified again, and we'll read verses 4 to 8 is the passage that we would like to read, but we'll just read part of it today. Verses 4 and 5. Love endures long and is patient and kind. Love never is envious, nor does it boil over with jealousy. It's not boastful or vainglorious. It does not display itself haughtily. So this is a beginning understanding of what love looks like. Love is supernatural. It's done with the power of the Spirit. Why are we motivated to make these adjustments? Because this is how we live in the love of God. It is not conceited, arrogant, and inflated with pride. It's not rude or unmannerly. It does not act unbecomingly. Love, God's love in us, does not insist on its own rights or its own way, for it is not self-seeking. This is a big deal, learning to not insist upon our own rights or our own way. It is a very normal thing, sometimes very strong in people. It's a selfish thing to want my way. Let's do it my way. But we read in James 3:17, the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, willing to yield. So this is part of the love of God toward people. This is part of the wisdom that by which we live, is the willingness to yield, to not insist on our own rights or our own way. Instead of hurting us, it helps us tremendously. Have a great week.